Welcome to Hack Chat Studios. Thibert here, 35-year comic book veteran. How is everybody doing on this wild and wacky, Wednesday? Wednesday. So hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's safe from the brick throwers out there and the protesters and the pandemic and all the other craziness that not just us here are dealing with, but the world. Pretty nutty. Well, we are going to preview the Chrono book, and I think I'm going to read 2 of the pages to you just so you can see how absolutely hilarious it is and how much fun it is. And then I have some other stuff, basically, I guess I should just back up. The deal is sealed with the printers. The book, the final files are done. I just have to oversee them one last time after we're done here hanging out, and then that file is going off to the printers. And the only reason it's not right now is because there's a RGB versus CMYK controversy, and so we're just trying to make sure that we have everything the way it should look, because the final files are kind of grayed down. Jeff Eckelberry, who's putting that together for me, is checking with Priya, who is the colorist on the book, and seeing how it's all supposed to work out. So it's a little tech situation, but after that's done, the book is going to the printer, which is freaking awesome, man. This is such a long trip, and it was worth it, man. This book looks amazing. I am so happy with it. My gosh, my wife and I read it last night, and we kind of did a dramatic reading of it, and it is hilarious. I know it sounds kind of, I don't know, it doesn't sound that good when you praise yourself, but I'm really happy with it. And I think, because of our excitement and our energy, it definitely shows in the book. And I'm so hoping each and every one of you that has backed this book will enjoy it as much as we did making it. That's the hope, anyways. That's what we want. So let me go to the chat, man. You guys were in the chat before I even asked this time, so that's cool. We have Oni64, Hail Brethren. Hail, what's up, man? We have Mighty Joe Young. Hail Art, what's on topic today? We're gonna hang out a little bit. I'm gonna show the whole book, but I'm going to show it kind of fast. But I don't know, man. It's cool seeing 60 pages that you wrote and drew, just kind of stacked one right after the other and just scrolling down. It's really, it's just a lot of fun for me. So I wanted to show that off to you guys. Oni64 says, I come in peace during this Twitter civil war. Yeah, there's some tensions, man. There's people that are speculating it's because of the pandemic that people are kind of going crazy, but I'm not so sure about that. I think people are already crazy. Of course, everybody in the chat and myself are not, we're not crazy. It's everybody else that's crazy. We could never be crazy. Hey, what's up, man? What is up? We got, what is that, Dive Ninja? Div Ninja? The Ninjas. Hail, hi, Thibert. What's up, man? What's up? Everyone is on edge nowadays. And I'll tell you right now, Oni, I was really tempted to just do a stream and let everybody vent in the chat and then just talk about world events and everything that's happening. And I thought, nah, nobody really needs to hear what I have to say. I think it would be kind of good as far as therapeutic that we could all talk about it. But I think the talk just makes me more angry the more I think about it. So I think it's better just to kind of let it go and try to move forward. I think everything that can be done is being done. I have no control over anything else, as far as the pandemic. A lot of places are opening up again, which is good. We got our freedom back. That's great. Let's enjoy it. As far as, rioting, I don't have any control over that. So, I'm just trying to move past it. And I hope everybody else is as well. Sometimes I think these problems are bigger. They're way bigger than I can deal with. And my 2 cents just adds fuel to the fire. So I would rather not do that. But I'll tell you, last night I was very, very tempted. I had some friends that were posting some really, really disheartening things. And it was mostly about white privilege and things like that. And oh my gosh, man. But I didn't want to go, hey, I'm triggered. Let's talk about this. Let's get crazy. No. So anyways, we're gonna celebrate comics. We're gonna have a good time. How can we not have a good time? We have Zach Bradley in the chat. Welcome all. The art show starring Thibert. Yes, thank you, man. And yeah, we are going to have an art show. I'm gonna draw for you guys. I'm gonna draw an ink for you guys. I'm gonna bring together. Let me see if I gotta make sure I'm pushing the right button. Technology and me are not getting along today. So yeah, I'm going to put these together for you guys. So if you backed the Vampirella Black and White campaign and back the tier with the drawings, that is what I'm going to be doing. So I think I have 22 of the Vampirella ones to do, and I have, I think, like 8 of the black and white ones to do. So I got to get going on this. I think they want them ASAP so they can start making, fulfilling the orders. And I believe that Dynamite is fulfilling the Vampirella orders now. So if you did back the book, I'm pretty sure those orders will be going out soon. So at least that's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. So, but first I have to, I have to do these. So if you back that tier, I should be able to get these out by the end of the week. I'm hoping get them done and get them out to Dynamite. Dynamite! Congrats, Art. Yes, the book is done. It's going. And we have in writing, they say 3 weeks turnaround from the time they get the file. So 3 weeks, you guys, potentially we could go into fulfillment on Chrono Mechanics. That is absolutely crazy. I'm so excited about that, especially since it took a little bit more time to get the lettering done and to finish the coloring. The writing, the penciling, and inking were done pretty early on, but things being what they are, working with different vendors, you got to work, sometimes based on their speed. And to be honest, some of these guys they're part-time comic book people. They're not full-time. So you got to catch them, when they're not working on their day job stuff. So hail merciful fate. Who's merciful fate? Let me see who's merciful fate. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what that is. Read to me, Art. Read to me. Yes, I will. It's just going to be 2 pages, and I'll try to be as dramatic as possible. Yeah, or melodramatic. Tell me we are on about Chrono. Oh yeah, we are on. We are on till the break of dawn. Shadowhawk, got Shadowhawk in the chat. We also have Rich Cook. Rich Cook, hail RT Bear. What's up? What's up? Lock It Up Inc. Hail chat, hail art. Thank you, man. Thank you. Captain F Head. Can't wait for this. Oh, can't wait for this book. Looks stunning and great concept. Thank you, man. It is completely outside the box. And as my wife Pamela and I were reading it last night, like I said, it sounds like I'm just being very self-congratulatory, but it doesn't read like a a comic book I've ever read before. It really is a unique read. The pacing is very unique. The rhythm is unique. I'm really proud of this. I think it's really going to stand out as a very original piece of literature, if you will. Out of all the Comicsgate books, I think it'll probably stand out the most, which is good. Make the second, what is that? Weeb pop out of the, oh, boob. I don't know, man. I had it drawn that way. It looked a little too rude, so I tucked it back in. If you borrowed, if you know what, let me go back. Terror Wombat, let me know if the chat, if you backed this tier, I will do one with a breast hanging out. How about that? How about that? And if anybody else in the chat backed, and please be honest, because I don't want to do a bunch of these with boobs hanging out unless it's what you guys want. So I can do a few of those. Yeah, well, should I tease it or should I go right into it? You know what? I want to go right into it because I'm very, very excited about Chrono. And thank you guys. We have been getting steady backers every day. And that is amazing for a campaign that's been in demand as long as Chrono has. We are doing just as well in demand as we did with the live campaign, which is because of you guys. It's all because of yous. So, you know what? I'm going to check something real quick just out of curiosity. I got to turn this down. All right. Oh, cool. So, yeah, if you guys could, I'm looking at the live feed through YouTube. We have 22 watching now. We have 13 thumbs up. If you guys could please give a thumb up. I'm going to start putting on my business hat. And please like and subscribe. Check your subscriptions. I think YouTube is up to their clean house thing again because I'm losing subs. I'm losing subs, and that's not good, man. For a little channel like this, it's not good. So yeah, please check and make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. If you could give a big thumbs up, I do appreciate it. It helps the algorithms, and turn this channel onto a friend or two. I would greatly appreciate. So now let's do this first. Okay. So let me screen share. Boom. Hit this, and then hit this. So you guys should be seeing this. I did all of the mock-ups for the cover. So these are the variant covers. And if you notice, like, see the logo? I gotta fix this. This is the problem. The logo is like a different resolution than the rest. It's like it's not the same intensity, I guess. So that's what we're looking into now. So some of these aspects aren't, because you can see the color on Caravaggio, and the color on the logo is a little different. So this is like stuff that we're looking into, but I just wanted to show you because I think the placement of everything and stuff is very, very cool. So this is the Caravaggio cover. This is the Doug cover done by Tom Bancroft, and I should say who did this cover. This is Carlo Barberi and myself. We did this, and Priya did the color. So we have Doug, which was done by the brilliant animator, Disney animator who worked on Mulan. His character, he was the key animator on the character Mushu. So Mushu was his character, which is one of the best characters in the story, I think. And they're doing the live action. They're not going to use Mushu. Mistake. I don't know, man. I think people love that Mushu character. So yeah, so he's a good friend and drew this up, and man, it came out so amazing. And so another good friend, Sean Ellery, who did the main cover color, and he does a lot of Chrono work. He did the color for this, which is brilliant. I think his realistic stuff looks good, but his animated color looks amazing. Yeah, when he goes over more of an animated cartoon style. And then this is the great Sean Cheeks Galloway, and he did this artwork for me, and we made it into a cover. So this has got the all the mock-up stuff, the Hack Shack Studios logo, the main logo, and you can see like the intensity. There's something going on with the logo, and it's not cool. It's not cool, but we're looking into it. And so this is strange. The Chrono logo, if you can see it, it's full intensity. So it's all there. So I don't know what happened. So we're looking into that now. But this is Aaron Lopresti did the cover and did the pen and ink work. And, well, he penciled it too. So this is also Priya. Priya did the color work on this. And Priya does a lot of the black and white stuff. And he did the Caravaggio cover as well. So he's a big go-to guy for Hack Shack Studios. So him and his studio do a lot of work for us, and some great work, really, really good work. So yeah, so I'm real happy with these things. So these are going out to the printer as well. So that's very, very cool. And I'm going to stop sharing and come back, see what you guys think. Hopefully you like it. Hello, chat. We got Leg Kick 1. Hit and like. Yes, please. Please, please, please. Excited to get Chrono. Yeah, soon. Very, very soon. Demented. Demented for fun. For fun. All right. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Before I start drawing, I'm going to screen share one last time. Well, I don't know if it's going to be one last time. I shouldn't say that because I don't know. I might do something else. You never can tell with me. Okay. So you guys, this is, oh my gosh, this is the book. This is the actual book, The Letter Files by Jeff Eckelberry. And so this is all intact. But for some reason, this is not the file that's going to the printer. But the file that is going to the printer, like I said, somehow the coloring looks like those logos that I just showed you. It's kind of grayed down a little bit. So that after we get through that hurdle, then these files are going to the printer. And we are going to have a book in 3 weeks to send out to you guys. So that's pretty darn amazing. So I'm going to scroll the whole book, and then I'm going to read. So that's page 1, page 2. So then we have page 3. I'm going to kind of do it quickly because I don't want to give too much away. But I do want to show you how cool it is just to kind of see all the pages together. So you saw these, but you didn't see them lettered. Look at how fun the lettering is. If you guys are quick readers, you're going to get a little bit of a special behind the scenes. So yeah, the lettering is the layouts and the letter types, the fonts are really, really original. Each one of the characters have a different font style when they talk. So even like these off panel, you can tell that that's Zen by just the font used. So look at this, man. This is brilliant, 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 brilliant. The coloring, the lettering, so cool, man. It is so cool to see this thing together. That's one of my favorite pages right there. And the page with the 50s Diner on it actually turned into one of the most important storytelling pages as well. So it's a lot of fun. There's a revelation, but there's a lot of kind of key aspects to the story that get revealed there. So every once in a while, there's a page that really says everything you need it to say. And that page is one of them. You're not one of us. You cannot come along. You did not power up, recruit. Yeah, they call. Oh, and you guys wanted the Pamela K in there. So I did add that. So Pamela K is my wife's name. So it used to be just I'm going to call my manager. So now it's in the second panel. It's, man, I'm so lost. I got to find a phone. and call my manager, Pamela K. She'll send a limo for me with a jacuzzi and some hot groupies. Yeah, so definitely Doug suffers from the sex, drug, rock and roll mantra. And this is one of those pages too that really sets up a lot. It's a very important page. It sets up the Go Primal protocol, which when you read the story, you'll find out what that's about. It's in a nutshell, it's rebooting time. Look at the joysticks. That's how he's going to control the drone that I showed you guys before on another stream. So we have a drone that is going to be piloted by the foreman. And these pages right here, I had Render Contender come in and help me out on some of them. And this is one of the pages that Render helped out with. He did a really, really good job. And I think the back and forth between the two of us, you can't really even tell. You can't tell the pages that I did 100% and the pages, or from the pages that he helped out on. This one's actually a jam between the two of us. So those first two panels are Render and I, and the rest of these panels are all me. So the reason I did that is for speed. And I'm hoping to be able to use him on some future projects as well in a similar fashion. So yeah, I should move a little faster. Now I'm starting to second think or having a second thought that I shouldn't show you this, but I should move faster. Yeah, so this is that was page 31. So yeah, we're halfway through, and there is some cussing. Oh shoot, it went back too far. It's fun cussing though. Oh, come on. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're right here. So when Doug falls through one of these time mines again, he says, oh, and then it shh. And then as it continues, it says it. So this is kind of an animated moment of him falling. So he's falling through his timelines. So all good time travel stories have them meet themselves. So he gets to meet himself in these various alternate realities or alternate timelines. So that's what that's about. Ooh, I got to blow through that. I'm going to blow through some of this. So yeah, you can tell this is epic, man. Look at all the stuff that happens, like all the different locations, the different characters, the back and forth, all the cast of characters that get thrown in, even a T-Rex. I'm going to scroll faster. All right, so that's pretty much it, you guys. How do I get back? There we go. So yeah, there's my preview. Yeah, so that's the whole thing. So you guys know it's legit, man. It's happening. It's done. Okay, we got some boob. Rich Cook says, damn right, each time a comic arrives, it boosts my excitement for the next. Hope my heart can take it. Oh, you guys are the best. That is so good to hear. Man, when I hear stuff like that, I think, man, I made the right decision to leave DC Comics. We all universally agree, a tragedy occurred and riots are bad and elected officials are being bums. Yeah. I mean, what else is there to be said? Hit the like button. Excited to get Chrono. Yeah, thank you so much, man. 1960. Oh yeah. I'm not going to read all these because I got to get to work, but trying to watch on my phone, but the internet keeps lagging. Yeah. Well, you guys can come back and look at it. I guess you could even freeze frame if you wanted to. You know what? I could. You know what? I will retitle this spoiler stream. Yeah, we could do that. Showing off the goods. Sierra says bubes. All right, so well, no one's saying, so who wanted this? Was it Tara Wombat? Make the second. Okay, so Tara, did you say that you backed it though? Because I don't want to do it just to do it. I'll do it if you want it. So let me know if you back the tier, and then I'll do one with it all hanging out. With it all hanging out. Oh, I was gonna read that. Well, I don't know. I guess I probably spoiled too much already. I'm not gonna read it. Because the Spirit's card's right. Yes. All right. Let's get to work. So I gotta figure out how the hell I did this. Hold on for a sec. Talk amongst yourself. I gotta get something from my closet here. I can't find it. It's okay. I'll do it. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm back. Okay, so I got to get my tools out. I got my brush. And I'm going to get my pen. So I got my tools here. Let me see. Was it this one? Let me see. I had a certain line weight that I was using for this. And I do believe it was this one. Okay. So there's one thing I wanted to do as well. I want to rework the hair a little bit on some of these. Okay, so let's go. So yeah, these are for the Vampirilla Black and White campaign that we did. I think it was last month we finished it up. So this is for the sketch tier. So we had a sketch tier that we offered, and it did really well. You guys are awesome, yeah, with all the support. So we did this, and we offered a black and white drawing as well. Not a black and white drawing, a drawing of the black and white characters, I should say. So yeah, I'm going to ink them up as promised. I said I would ink them up on a live stream. So that is what I am doing. So as usual, I'm going to do a lot of the detail stuff with a marker or with a pen. It's just so much faster. It's more accurate too. And then I'll come in with the brush and finish it up that way. So there's a lot of little details on here. So let me get her eyes all structured here. I think most of the other stuff I can do with the brush. The brush makes things go so much faster, but the pen gives me accuracy with the little details, which is good. Get the highlights there. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I guess right now we have a couple campaigns that are live. I think the Lost Pages is going right now. That's the Diaz Brothers book. And then Eric Weathers' Battlebrook Road. I think that's winding down right now. I think they have a few days left. And I believe that Lost Pages just launched a couple days ago. So that book's doing really, really well right now. I'm proud of those boys. They're doing good. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of water. It's hot here today. It is hot like tamale. Okay, so I dipped my brush in a little bit of water to thin it out, the ink a little bit. I don't really pour water in my ink. Some people do. I just get my brush wet when it's hot like this. So I get the brush wet and then I just dip it in the ink, and it's kind of enough to get the job done. So each one of these will be uniquely different. And that's why I like using the brush as well. Because the brush brings a uniqueness to the look. So it's coming together. Wow, the camera, yeah, it's framed up pretty good. For once. Okay, I'm going to ink this in. Get this taken care of. I like inking dark hair way better than light. In a strange way, I feel like I can do more detail. Sounds weird because it's dark, but I do feel like I can get more detail in. As you're seeing right now. Okay. Coming along, coming along. Man, I wish I could play music. It'd be so cool. My dry brush isn't quite working the way I want it to right now. So I should stop trying and just keep doing what the brush will allow me to do. So it's working good as far as this stuff is concerned. Let's get the eyelashes in. All right. One down, one to go. My dry brush is not really working. What's the deal, yo? What's the dealio? Ooh, that was kind of nice. Ooh, it may be back. As if on cue. There we go. Okay. The dry brush is back. It's not exactly doing what I want, but it's close. Okay. Let's get this other eyebrow because it's starting to look weird to me. You guys are like, what? That looks really strange. Let's put a thick line right here. I don't like to draw a lot of eyelashes, like individual eyelashes, but just enough. Just a few. Okay, let's go in here, get some detail. A little bit of rendering. Okay. This is starting to come together. Okay, let's get some of that in there. Let's figure this out. Man, I haven't used a brush in weeks. I'm trying to get my skill set back. A little rusty. All right. Okay. I know you guys have been waiting for this part. Okay. Sloppy brush action. All right. So close to getting it done. Okay. There's that. I think just the top of the head. And then we're done. We're done. Oh, and I think she did this morning. Pamela took it upon herself in good faith that we're going to get there. She ordered the chrono patches. So it's the next stretch goal is the chrono patches. And we're really close. I think we're like under $800 away from hitting that stretch goal. And so she's like, I'm pretty confident that they'll come through. So she ordered the patches because we just want to make sure that everything is here, like all the stretch goal stuff, the trading cards, everything is here. So once the book is delivered, then we'll be able to get that stuff right out to you. So if we wait, then all the orders will be delayed to get the trading not the trading card, I'm sorry, the patch. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting, so she ordered the patch. So we haven't got there yet. It's a technicality, but I'm pretty sure you guys with your help will be able to get to that stretch goal. Because like I said, I think we're only 7 something away right now. So it's pretty close. Let me see. Okay, I got a few patches there. And she looks pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see what we got here. What you guys think? Eh? Did I nail it? Okay, I'm gonna check somewhere. Okay. All right. So I think the last is the little triangular shape. Okay. I put a thicker line right here. Okay. I got the most important thing left, which is the signature. Let's see if I can bring that together with this brush. I usually do them with a pin. For some reason, this brush feels good in my hand today. Sometimes it feels awkward. But sometimes it feels right. So today is one of those feel-good days. So that's good. I'm glad. And the good thing is I'm doing it. I'm doing it all so you guys can see right in front of your very eyes. I'm razzling and dazzling, as it were. Okay. So let me see. I kind of, you know what? Why am I doing that? I'll do it with this too. The outline of the signature. Which is also a very important part. All right. I do believe we're good. We're good to go. All right. Well, let's do this again. Let me clean out the brush. And check the chat. And then we'll start another one. So if you guys backed the black and white Vampirilla campaign and picked up a sketch, this is what it will look like. So this is one of them. So we got that. Hell Caesar. Hell Caesar. Caesar who? I don't see a Caesar. Caesar made the salad. Remember that commercial? Yeah, I'm old. And if you remember that commercial, then you're old too. Ha ha. Wait. Okay, so Terra Wombat. Did you ever get back to me? Zoom in. I'm zooming in. Yes, sir. Okay, so Terra Wombat says, yes, sir. All right, the next one, Terra, is yours. So I'm going to put yours together next. Nailed it. She looks young. I think it's the eyes. Possibly. We have Skits Comics. What's up, Skits? Skits Therapy. What's up, my brother? How are you? It is a beautiful SoCal day. A little warmer, but it'll give me an excuse to jump in the pool. Just says beautiful. Skit says, hail chat. Oh, Gail Caesar. Looks great art. What? Oh, okay. Wait, what was that image? Oh, no. You guys. Okay, Hell Sketch, Hell Brother. Oh, we got Yoko Anna. Is this a Dynamite comic cover? Looks good. It's I did a campaign, I think it was last month, a black and white, my character's black and white with Vampirilla. So it was a crossover jam cover. And we did an Indiegogo for that. And one of the tiers was you could get a sketch with your drawing. So these are the Vampirilla sketches that go with the drawing or with the book. I should say, wait. The chat just jumped. Yeah. I don't think you had to do that, my friend. You didn't have to validate that. I would have trusted you. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. You didn't have to do that. I got it. Thank you, though. Yeah, the next one will be yours. We'll have some bube popping out. Hell the salad. Yeah, you guys remember Hell Caesar salad. Who made the salad? Caesar made the salad. Okay. It's amazing how brainwashed commercials make you. Hey, Skits, thank you so much, man. $1.99 Skits launches June 4th. Art rules. And I think wait, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. I'm going to write this down. I think we're doing a show. Let me look at my notes, Skits, just to make sure. But I think we're going to do... I didn't write it down. Skits. I'm going to write it down. I know I wrote it down somewhere, but I didn't write it in my book. I'll check with my... but I thought we were going to do a launch. I'll check my emails. But either way, yeah, go check out his I think his pre-launch is still up. So go check the Skits pre-launch page and sign up. And then it sounds like it's going to launch tomorrow. So very good, man. Yeah, go back that book. Good people. Him and his wife. I never know if I can say anybody's name. Boob. You guys, one track minds here. Hell Skits. Oh, he asked what time does it launch, Skits? I think they usually launch around noon-ish, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is getting a little warm. I think we're going to be in the 90s, so we're getting into summer temperatures. Man, I'll tell you, spring was absolutely amazing. Sometimes in SoCal, it gets really hot in the springtime, but this spring was probably one of the best I remember in a long, long time. Brunch-ish. Okay. So what is that, like 10, 11? Brunch. No, that's lunch. So what's that, like 2 o'clock? Yes, we are. Okay, cool. So yeah, so tomorrow we're going to do a live show with Skits. A Shadowhawk. Okay, a way to be specific. I was thinking the same thing, but you said it. So I didn't have to. We're going to do something around brunch-ish. Wait, brunch. What is brunch? Brunch it's earlier than lunch, right? What the hell was I thinking? God, I'm so stupid sometimes. So brunch is like an early lunch, right? Okay, so that's probably 10, between 10 and 11, somewhere around there. He can clarify. We are usually between 95 and 100 degrees. Yeah, they said it was going to get 90, like low 90s, but it feels a little warmer than that right now. So let's put this over here and let's get Terror Wombats going. He wants the bube. All right. If there's anybody else, let me know. And we'll make this happen for you. I aims to please. Okay. Okay, so we got that. And I'm kind of customizing the hair a little bit. Okay. So what did I do before? I did the detail with the marker here. If it works. Oh, come on, work. There you go. Now I'm getting a good solid line. Okay. Little detail here, here, here. Yeah, I got the black and white campaign that the Second Chance is going to launch very, very soon. I just got a first draft of the color back from Kyle Ritter. It's looking good. So I'm putting some notes together now. I'm going to send that out after we get done here. I got a bunch of stuff, just a bunch of little things that I got to take care of. So Terror Wombat, this one is for you. This bud is for you. I actually, over the weekend, we got, Pamela and I got together with some friends for a barbecue. It was so weird when we first got there. I guess they didn't really know like how they should act. So they both had masks on, because of COVID. And so I instantly just went, if you expect me to wear a mask, it's not going to happen. I said, I've known you guys for a long time. You know us. And if we were sick, there's no way we would have even come, so, and I assume you feel the same way. So let's do away with the masks. But it was funny. It was almost like just like an awkward kind of gunslinger moment, like who's going to draw, who's going to break the ice. And so I did. I'm an icebreaker. That's what I do. It's my thing. And so it was funny too. They had this whole thing where it was going to be all outdoors, but it was kind of cold. I got to get myself a rag so I can wipe my brush off. And so they had this whole thing set up where we didn't have to go in the house. So they had the garage open, and then there's like a bathroom right off the garage, so we could go through the garage versus going through the house. And I thought that was real interesting. Like they had like a little mini quarantine set up in their house, for us, and how we were to interact. And then they had the lawn furniture, the beach, what do they call it? I guess pool deck furniture, all kind of spaced in the 6-foot distancing. So we're kind of, they got the pool going, they got the waterfall going, so it's kind of loud. So we're just awkwardly yelling at each other from 6 feet away. And then as the night went on, it only took about maybe 20 minutes or whatever. We all kind of dropped. Well, they did. I didn't really care. But they dropped it. And so we were all just kind of hanging out. And then towards the end, after a couple hours, it started getting a little cold because it was in the evening time. So we all went in the house. It was funny how you start off with this, like, oh, well, we got to make sure we protect ourselves and other people. And then after you realize, like, these are my friends. Like, these are people I know. Like, it's okay. We're going to be fine. And so I thought that was real interesting. It's an interesting time right now. There's a lot of things going on, and a lot of outside the norm things, and we just all have to chill out and try to make the best of everything that we have at this moment in time. Because who knows? Who knows? We might not have it tomorrow. So it was fun. Oh, the best part about it, I thought this was interesting, is there's certain things that you kind of, actually I never really did. I nicknamed the get together over the weekend Coors Party, because we were drinking Coors beer, and I mean Coors was kind of like my dad. Like my dad drank Coors and Budweiser and Pabst Blue Ribbon, and like, so I always thought that they were kind of just like poor people's beer, or I don't know what I thought, like it was just kind of not great beer. I think when we were kids, the nickname was like, it's piss beer. Like, I don't know where that came from, but I guess because it's yellow. Because I don't think it tastes like piss. I've never tasted piss, so I don't really know what piss tastes like, but yeah. So he just gave me the beer, right? But I didn't see the can or anything. So it was just in a cup, in a chilled mug. And so he handed it to me, and I drank it, and I was like, what is this? And I kind of liked it. And he goes, it's Coors. And I was like, Coors beer? Like, I was just kind of like, what? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, this is kind of good. And he's like, yeah, it's not a bad beer. And so the one thing about like Coors beer and stuff, like you could drink, like the alcohol content is like really, really low. So we were drinking it just like it was water. But I had a good time, man. We were just sitting by the pool, at the fireplace going, and just drinking Coors beer and eating good barbecue food. It was a great night. They're really fun people. I like hanging out with them. And I don't know. I was really taken aback by the beer. I didn't think that, because I don't remember drinking it since, I was probably a kid. And when when you're old enough to start buying your own beer, I never bought Coors beer. So I was kind of like a Heineken guy, and like some of the German beers. And but it's funny, like I can even defend Budweiser on some level. Like I it's weird because there's like really good chocolate, right? I know this is all over the place, but it'll all make sense. Trust me. Okay, so you have chocolate. So you have Hershey's chocolate, and so you're just kind of like, well, Hershey's is so readily accepted, and it's everywhere. It's just like it's a staple. It's not necessarily good, but it's not necessarily bad. That's what you kind of think, right? But then you bite into a Hershey's chocolate bar, and you're like, no, this is really good. This is pretty good chocolate. It's just so readily available, and I think we have it. So it's not from Germany or Swiss. It's not Swiss chocolate. It doesn't have any of that kind of airs about it. It's not Godiva or anything like that. But it's good chocolate. And so I started thinking about like Coors and Budweiser. Like it's not like, it's not necessarily the best beer out there, but it's pretty good. And so I'll defend it now. I'll defend Coors, at least at that moment in time. Like sometimes you just have a taste for something and it works. So, it could have been just a moment in time and the way my taste buds were at that moment. But I'll tell you, man, it was delicious. It was really, really good. And it was just Coors beer. So I do enjoy a Budweiser every once in a while. I do not like a lot of the hipster bars and stuff, like actually even the rock bars around Southern California serve the Pabst Blue Ribbon. And I don't know when somebody signed off on this, but I don't think that's good beer at all. Like that was one of those beers that, when you're young, you're like, that's a cheap beer. And if there's anybody that likes it out there, I'm not trying to shame you or anything, but to me, I just don't, I never cared for it. But when you're at these bars and stuff like that, I still end up buying it because I want a beer. So I pay $8 for a frickin' Pabst Blue Ribbon. God, what else was he talking about? There's all kinds of different beers that I hadn't heard about since I was a kid. What else? He brought up something else. I forget the brand. But there's all kinds of different beers that I forgot. One of the ones when we were young and stupid, we just drank those Mickey's Big Mouth beer, and I think it was because it was cheap. And I haven't had one since I was a kid, so I don't know if that beer is good or not. I don't even know if they still make it. Oh, that's what he said. Hams Blue Ribbon or something. Hams beer. I kind of remember that. I remember the commercials. I think they had like a bear or something, an alcoholic bear that would drink the beer. Man, strange time when you have animated characters selling beer. I was surprised that in the day, I think they did actually. Holy crap. Now that I think about it, they did. I was going to say cartoon characters selling cigarettes, and they did. There's actually commercials for like the Flintstones, because I think the Flintstones was a primetime TV show. And so they had, I think it was Fred and Barney like smoking a cigarette. Pamela, do you remember those commercials?
Mm-mm. Your daughter bought you.
Oh, wow, cool. I got a smoothie. Look at this. Look at this. Smoothitis. Tell her thank you.
She's already gone to work.
Oh, man. I got the best family ever. Yeah, so I think they're, I think it's like Fred and Barney, and they're in the yard, and they're like, hey, what are you smoking there, Fred, or whatever? It's like, I'm smoking Lucky Strike or whatever it is. It's like, it's bold but smooth or whatever. And these cartoon characters are smoking a cigarette. It's absolutely hilarious. So if you ever think the entertainment industry or that advertising have your best interests in mind, just remember there was a time when Hollywood and cigarette companies were selling cigarettes through a cartoon character. So I guess they thought it was okay, because I think the Flintstones was considered like prime time or whatever. So maybe it was more supposed to be for adults, but it would be kind of like Family Guy or Simpsons, selling cigarettes and having like Homer endorse, a Salem Light. Yeah. Oh, these are delicious. That's my best Homer Simpson, by the way. That's as good as it's going to get. That's all you get as well. It's funny. Yeah, let's sell cigarettes. I don't think they were necessarily thinking they were selling to kids, but I'm sure that thought had crossed their minds. Like, we could get them while they're young. Kids watch the Flintstones with their families. And then, do you guys remember candy cigarettes? Holy shit, man. I remember getting those things. They sucked. They were just kind of like some kind of powdered sugar stuff. And then they had a little red tip, so it looked like the cigarette was lit. It was just like a white cylinder of candy. And then as you pretended to puff the thing, you would take a bite out of it, and it looked like it was kind of burning away. So you could eat it and smoke it. Crazy, man. We think today is nutty, but that's cigarettes to children. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. God, I wonder, they have all kinds of compilation stuff like that on YouTube. You can find like just inappropriate commercials. So I'm sure if you Googled Flintstones, you could find it. The one thing I think they still have is like Flintstone vitamins. I think they backed got a good license there. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is gonna look so rude. I think I'm gonna try to do it where it's kind of partial. I think it's going to look strange. But who am I, man? You guys want it? I'll do it. I think it'll look best just kind of ghosted like that. Because I think if I try to do it with any more detail, it's going to look really odd. And we don't want it to look odd. We want it to look pretty. I'm going to use the Chrono characters to sell heroin and cocaine to children. Because I think, since we have medical marijuana and stuff like that, I think it's just a question of time before we legalize some of the better drugs, like heroin and coke, maybe meth. I don't know. Meth to me is iffy. I think meth is that's nasty. It's nasty. So yeah. So it'd be like Zin with all of his tentacles, and they're shooting him up in each one of his tentacles. Like Doug's like, you should try it. It's great. And then Oot snorts a line of coke, and just like, yeah, Oot smash. He goes crazy. Starts getting nutty, but in a fun way. And then you're like, yeah, I want to try that. Man, look at how much fun Oot's having. If Oot does it, it can't be bad. Never trust Hollywood. Never. They are evil. Like Evil Knievel. He was a big time idol of mine. Not idol of mine, I idolized him. Ooh, that'd be cool if Evil Knievel was an idol of mine. Or idolized me, I should say. All right. Look at that. So there's with the chest out. It's not bad. It actually kind of looks cool. So if there's anybody in the chat, since I'm on this, that wants the same treatment, I can customize these drawings for you. So if you want the Terror Wombat treatment, oh, I forgot to do a little thing there. Okay. All right, I think I have. Now I have to figure out how this works. I guess it'll end there. And go there. So there we go, Terror Wombat. Are you happy now? It's not bad. I think it's because if I was to try to do it like complete, like solid, I think it would look weird. But I think there's just enough. And I just realized I need to add a little black here. There. Ooh, yes. Look at that. Never be afraid to go back on your work, you guys. Custom Terror Wombat drawing. I'm going to have to write your name on the back of this. So, oh shoot, I just realized I'm not sending these out. Dynamite is. So, you know what? Tara, I'll put a note on here that this is yours, and I'll put your backing number on it. And I'll tell them that this is yours and to please pack it up in your order. But I'm just going to say right now, since it's not in my power to make it happen, I'm not sure that this will actually go through to you. Some other person might get this custom drawing. Although I doubt it. Like I said, I will do everything in my power to make sure that they pack it up and send it. And it's a good thing you gave me the backer number. Now, hindsight, it was a good idea. I'm so used to my wife and I doing all this stuff. I had forgot that we're not going to be fulfilling this. So we will do our best to make sure this gets into Care Wombat's hands. Man, reality sucks. Okay. So I'm going to write your information, but I'll hold this up so you guys can see what we just did here. And I'll put this up here so you guys have something to look at. And I'm going to write off camera Terror stuff here before I forget to make sure he gets this. So I'm going to write his backer number. And it was okay. And I will write your name here. And your stage name. Okay, so I got that taken care of. So this one's yours. Got all the information on it. So that's cool. Ooh, I got this. You guys, we're putting all this stuff together. Oh, look at this. These are all like the stretch goal stuff. Look at all these. So Pamela's putting the guitar pick and the team 9.2 of Sector 7 pin so they don't get scratched up in the packaging. And look at all these. There's 1,000 of these things. And then we got 1,000 guitar picks. Look at all these. These are cool, man. Little Doug. Lucky pick. Oh, the camera's not going to focus. So it's pretty cool. So these will be going out soon. Yeah, so we're getting ready to fulfill this bad boy and get all that Chrono Mechanics stuff out to you. I'm going to take a break, catch up in the chat, and have my smoothie, my mango pineapple smoothie. Oh my gosh, you guys! Oh, the beer talk and Lowbrow, yeah. Schlitz hams, yeah. What is that? I don't remember the how do you even say it? Hindapool? I don't think I've ever had that. Winston's with the smooth filters, yeah. Crazy ass shit, man. Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'll tell you, we went to, it was Golden Apple. Oh, you guys, I think Golden Apple has a GoFundMe or something page, because not only were they hit hard from the pandemic for 2 months, the lockdown, they got violated by the rioters, the peaceful protesters, and they devastated their shop. So I think they have a GoFundMe. So if you guys are charity minded and want to give a couple bucks to them, I should have got a link or something, but I'm sure you can find it. Yeah, throw a couple bucks their way. I think they were going to open this week, but with the riots, they are going to postpone until they can get the shop back in order. You talk about getting kicked while you're down. Holy shit, man. Lockdown, no money for 2 months or so, and then your store gets violated. Barbecue beer. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was like a perfect moment with the Coors beer and sitting by the pool. We had a fire going. It was pretty cool. Fucked up with half as many Heinekens, especially. Yeah, there's more, I think, alcohol content. I drink Heineken at night, Coors in the heat. Yeah. You know what? There is something about that. I can't drink in the heat either, man. These people go to the lake and they drink all day. Man, it makes me sick. But thinking about it now, like Coors would be that would be a good, like, just hanging out at the pool kind of beer, or by the lake or whatever in the heat. Never thought of that. Never drink out of the home, only socially. I wish I could say that. No, I don't. I don't have an alcohol problem. I don't really like any of the light beers at all. There was like Michelob Light, which I kind of liked as a kid. I haven't had it as an adult. Okay. Wow, you guys have been busy. I'm going back in time. Kyle Ritter in the house. Okay. All right. You got a little bit of my cool, refreshing beverage in me. Okay, here's a good question. How do you take care of your brushes after using them, and how long do brushes endure? That's a good question. If you guys give me a moment, I'll see if I can find the soap that I use. Hold on. There's I use this sometimes. It's my daughter made this when she was young, so I've always had it in the studio. And so this is a hand soap. It's like for oil paint and things. And I forget the brand. I think it's the same company that makes this one, but this is like a hand soap. This is a brush cleaner here, and the Old Masters brush cleaner. This stuff's really, really good. And if it can clean oil paint out of a brush, it easily takes ink out. So there's kind of an art to it. I'm going to move this because I don't want to get anything on it. That's another thing. If you guys ink, don't ever put stuff over your work because you can drop things into it. So you take your brush, you get it wet, and then you kind of swirl it. But don't dig in, like just kind of lightly swirl it and build it up into a lather. And then what I do is I'll kind of not push hard, but I'll push into this part right here, like where the brush hits the metal. It's so dark, you guys can't see. I'll do it against my right here, and just swirl it. And then what I do after I get kind of a lather and I've worked all the soap in, I just over the sink, I just do I do this kind of movement where I just kind of work the soap in. Because what you want to do is you want to take, this is where it's bad. It's not the tip. You want to minimize the ink buildup. I know you guys can't see this. Hold on. You want to minimize the buildup in here, like where the brush hits the metal right here. Because when the ink builds in here is what makes you lose the tip. It makes the brush separate, and that's what you don't want. So if you can keep it clean in here, then that's the key. The key is right in here. But also when you swirl like this, don't get overly zealous and don't do it too much because you'll wear out the brush, your bristles in here. Because, you know, if you do it every day, like I use these tools, well, when I was inking, I would use them every day. So you can wear them out pretty quickly. So you want to keep them clean, but also don't get too overly zealous when you're cleaning because you'll wear out the brush. So I'll hold this up again. You can write down the name. And this stuff's real good. It works the same way. It's a solid. But like I said, I think it's the same soap as this. This is just like a bar of soap where you could wash your hands with. But I bought that and I put those in the container here so I can use my daughter's little happy birthday 10. What is that? 04. So this is 1004. Those things, man, especially when your kids get older, those things are precious because you can never replace them. Those are the best things. Yes, we are in like the Flynn. Let's see what Oni64 says. It's not as muggy as when it's cloudy and humid like in Texas. Yeah, California doesn't get a lot of humidity, so it's pretty good. This drawing could be cool with some neon colors. If you picked up one, throw some color in there. I'd like to see it. It is a late lunch. Liner. Kyle, what's up, my brother? How you doing? Yoko Anna. It's a dry heat because Cali is close to the ocean. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's pretty good. I like it. I was going to say that I would have made both. I drew it that way. I initially drew it that way, but it kind of looked rude. So I tucked one back. Lock It Up says, stay healthy, Kyle. Yeah, take care of yourself, brother. Icebreaker. Let's see. What is Icebreaker? Art is everyone's favorite guest to the ice sculpture exhibition. Oh, that's what I was going to talk to you. I forgot the story. Now I'm gonna say it. Is after Golden Apple, there was a party on Melrose Avenue that they took us to. My wife and I. We did it was a signing for Black and White in '94 or whatever. So it was a big deal, a big long line. It was it was kind of like a cool Hollywood thing, and we went to dinner and a party, and it was Tony Danza, the actor, and he was having a party at some nightclub, bar, or restaurant. I can't remember what it was. And it was like they were debuting that drink called Zima. It was like 7-Up meets beer. I guess they were trying to market, because this goes in with the theme of like selling cigarettes to children. I think it was pre-Mike's Hard Lemonade, which I think is superior to Zima, but it's the same kind of idea. And it's just kind of selling either beer to women, because most women don't like beer for some reason. And I actually like the taste of a lot of beer. So it's not just to get me schnockered. I actually like the way it tastes. So, but that Zima stuff, oh, it was horrible. I thought it was disgusting. But you had to act like it was good because that's what everybody was drinking. And they had a giant like Zima ice sculpture. It was like right in the front of the restaurant when you walked in, and it was a private party, and there's like Tony Danza there and everything, and it was pretty fun. But I remember, what is this Zima? And they're like, it's a beer, try it. And I was like, it's clear. I think it's even, it kind of is carbonated. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I had it, but I thought it was carbonated, and it's kind of like 7-Up meets beer. And it's not that good, to be honest. If there's any Zima fans out there, I'm sorry if I'm stepping on your toes. But I don't know if they still make it. That Mike's Hard Lemonade, that's I think you could drink that at the at a pool in the heat. So maybe it has a place, Not sure. So Skid says we will be on Art's show at 5. Okay. I'm writing this down because I know I have an email somewhere, but. And then 8 Eastern. Okay, very cool. Yeah, we're gonna party. We're going to celebrate the release of the campaign. We're going to go live with the Skits crew, the banquet beer. What was the one, the beer of champions? What was that? Was that Budweiser? The beer of champions. What wasn't there a beer that had like a slogan like that? Banquet beer, not Coors Light. Banquet beer, not. Yeah, I don't like any of the light beers. I think I already said that though. It's a beer for heat. You can drink a lot of it in the summer. Yeah, Coors. That's actually interesting. So maybe that's what it was made for. I wonder if Budweiser is the same. I don't know if Budweiser has more of an alcohol content or not. It seems like a little bit of a heavier beer. But to me, Budweiser is like I said, it's the Hershey's of chocolate. It's the, Hershey's equivalent. It's kind of underrated. Not many people say good things about it. But when you drink it, it's like, this isn't bad. Pabst is cheap. That's the only. Yeah, what the hell? And they're selling it at clubs everywhere. You go to Hollywood, you go to Orange County, you go to what is it? One of my favorite, just because the acoustics are so good, is what the hell is it called? House of Blues. They have great sound system, but they sell Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's horrible. My daughter and I went to the Whiskey A Go-Go a couple months back, and yeah, it's Pabst Blue Ribbon. I mean, they have other things too, but that's the main beer that they're selling. I don't mind it. I don't mind Mike's. I wonder how much sugar it has in it. That's what it was. From the land of sky blue waters, hams. Sorry about that. Pabst got bought a few years back and became a boutique micro. Oh, so that's it. Thank you, Mighty Joe. I was wondering what the hell was putting that beer on the radar. It's toasted. I cannot do impressions at all. I'll tell you, when I used to hang out a lot with Rob Liefeld, Rob can do impressions, man. Yeah. It was in the day Pee Wee Herman was big. He did Pee-wee. He did Arnold. All the voices of the day. He did a pretty good job. He does a pretty good Todd McFarlane too. Hey, bub. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. I can't even talk like that guy either. Homer endorses donuts. Yeah, but if this wasn't, does he actually, or just donuts but not like a brand of donuts, right? Religiously dogmatic atheists that if they believe wholly, they should sniff a line of asbestos and smoke a cigarette because science said it's safe. Oh my gosh. My dad actually was a chain smoker and worked with asbestos. It was his job. Wait, what? Okay, cigarette wrapping. Do you remember they used to have gum that was a cigar? It even had like a little, man, just by you saying that, I remember it now. It had, what do they call those? It was that little piece of paper that wraps around the cigar. And it was gum. Wow, that's so funny. Oh, I already read this. White drugs. Just don't do the space dust. Okay, so Coke tastes terrible. No one likes the first hit, but connoisseurs will start to fart with anticipation on the way to buy some. Are we talking about Coca-Cola? Makes good television, yeah. Okay. I think we're caught up. I don't know. It's just regular, not ultra. Yeah, just the straight up. I remember Michelob as being a decent beer. I haven't had any of these since I was younger. There's like these was like Hanger 18 and there's like an orange, I forget what it's called. There's like these wheat beers that are kind of like boutique beers. So they're light and I can drink those with a meal. Kind of like Mike's Hard Lemonade. Yeah, Coors got good flavor, not like a lot of American beers. Yeah, I was really surprised. I was really, really surprised. I'll try it again. Get Robin here. I don't think that's ever gonna happen, man. I think he's podcasting now. I think I promoted his show the other day, but he's podcasting. Oh, the Second Chance, you guys. The Second Chance, Black and White Second Chance. I think the link is in the description. So I got to do my due diligence here. So one of the things we're going to do in the campaign is we're going to reissue a lot of the stretch goals. So not only will you have a second chance at the book itself, but you'll have a shot and a tier for all the stretch goals. So these are the yin yang gun sight, black and white. Embroidered. So I'm sorry the sound is horrible, but these are packets of all the stretch goal goodies. So we have, I think I have one that's open. Where the hell is it? We have the MI10. This is the MI10 Robotics Task Force, and then of course I just showed you that one, and then it's got the sticker in here, and it's got all, I think you can see them here, the buttons. So these are just some of the stretch goal items. Let me see if I can find the other. It's open. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, we're going to have the book, and then we're going to have a stretch goal. Not a stretch goal, I'm sorry. You'll have access to the stretch goal goodies. So we have the trading card. Look at that. Thing came out awesome. Got the back. Oh, I don't have the back. I got two of them in here. So we got the backs, got all their powers and abilities. So that's cool. And then showed you this. We got the sticker. And we're starting to think maybe we might have some new stretch goals, but we're going to see how things go. The Robotics Task Force. And you guys, like I said, we just put an order in for the Chrono patches too, and they're going to be slightly bigger than this. And to see what I'm talking about, go to the CHRONO NECHANICS site. It's in the description as well. And in the stretch goals, you can see what it looks like. That's the graphic anyways of what it looks like. So we have that. The patches are so cool. And then we have the button set. So we have the Greg Capullo my cover and the Yin Yang gun sight. So yeah, go check that out. Sign your name up for the pre-launch, which is in the description. And for signing up, you'll get a free trading card drawn by Zach Bradley, who was in the chat earlier. So that's cool. That'll be cool. I got to draw her hair in here. And then move it forward here. All right. So I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to pack it up. I still have all those little things I need to do. Try to get those files, that CMYK and RGB thing taken care of. That stuff I know nothing about. I hate not knowing and having to rely on other people to help out. But I don't know how to do it. Okay. I got a little too much ink on my brush. Okay. All right. Let's get some of that ink off there. I think I'm going to try to ink this whole thing without the marker. The nib is, or the brush is behaving itself, which is good. So thanks to everyone who's hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. There are some people that say they absolutely hate the drawing streams, but I like them. Personally, I like them. I like to see people working and how they bring things together, their art together. And but that's just me. I'm bored, so I'm trying to do this in a different way to make it interesting. I'm not that bored, but sometimes you like to break it up. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking the mail.
Checking the mail.
Yeah.
Check is in the mail. So I was showing off all your packing for the stretch goals and things.
No.
Can you see it's all over the place?
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, so everybody, Pamela, everybody.
Hi, everyone. So what have you been talking about?
I did mention that we put the order in for the Chrono stretch goal for the patch.
Yup.
So even though we haven't funded it yet, we're pretty confident you guys will come through, and then we'll have that ready by the time we get the books. And Pamela, have you been keeping up with Jeff? Did he come back with what happened to why the books or those pages are kind of dulled?
No, I don't go into your emails too often. So no, I haven't checked.
Because I know he's trying to hook up with Korea to see what happened or why it's happening.
There's always something. You take one step forward and 2 steps back. And you think it's going to be so darn frustrating because you think, yes, got this done. And then, uh-oh.
Well, I actually thought it was going to be at the printers by the time I did the show, because that was going to be my big thing. I was like, we're at the printers now. And then we found out that the files, I'm glad I said something because now Jeff isn't sure either what that gray is.
Yeah, it's weird. And there was one page that didn't have that.
It was Priya's color. It was the Caravaggio cover. And you know what? When I was in the chat, when I was hanging out here and I was showing the chat, the pages, I noticed that the covers, for some reason, some of the covers, the logo, you know how I put the logos and stuff on the variant covers?
Yeah.
That some of the Chrono Mechanics logos are grayed down. They look the same.
Well, hopefully, and I know we will. Jeff and Korea will get it all worked out.
Yeah, it's just like you said, it's kind of always
you think one thing's off your mind.
Yeah, and it's like it's never really done.
Yeah.
There's always something else
that just is there, and so you don't sleep as well at night as you should.
I think the thing is the key to doing all this is to try not to get too hung up on the day-to-day progress because it'll drive you crazy. So I think what you have to do is look back at your week's progress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's a series of baby steps. And when you're in the middle of it, you're just kind of like nothing is getting done. You know what I mean? Like you just feel like nothing's really getting finished.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you and I are not people that can go, okay, I'll worry about it at the end of the week when I look back. That's not us.
Oh, no, we're constantly just going, how can we get more work done every day?
Right.
Yeah. And the only conclusion, no sleep.
Well, I don't do that anything anyway.
You don't like it.
Oh, I love to sleep. I just don't do it anymore.
You need better drugs.
Yeah, I don't do drugs. Yuck.
I'll do enough for both of us then.
I see in your talks you got a bunch of people that were talking about beer. You guys must have had a good talk on beer.
Oh, do you remember like hanging out over the weekend with our friends?
Yeah.
And
the Coors.
Yeah, the Coors. And I was really taken aback by it. I was like, this is not a bad beer.
It was a special though, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I think that was just the normal. Yeah. There was something I remember when I was younger. It was called Killian's Red. Was that Coors?
I don't know. I don't drink beer. If I'm going to drink, I'll just have a good scotch on the rocks. Forget about it.
Well, there you go. She doesn't do drugs, but she'll do scotch on the rocks.
Give me and truthfully, I like Cuddy Sark. Give me a good Cuddy with a twist of lemon,
and you're good to go?
I'm good. All right, well, I looked out the window. I'm heading back. So bye, everyone.
The fantastic Pamela.
Oh, woo.
She showed up. She did a cameo. She did a guest appearance on my show. I always have to pay her for those appearances. She's not cheap. She's a good lady. Yeah, so I forgot what we were talking about. But yeah, just stretch goals and go check out the Chrono Second Chance. Sign up and be eligible for the free trading card. So if you back a tier and you sign up for the pre-launch, you will be able to get that card. And that card is killer. It came out so good. Okay. Now let's get a little bit more black in there. Get the top of her head. I'm going in reverse order. Okay. That. Get the top of that. Looks weird without the eyes. This is the first thing I did last time. Let's make sure there's not too much ink. And then I'm going to come in and do the eyes. The eyes have it. Okay. I think the brush is where I want it. Let's see. Yep, it's good. So let's do a little face action. So if there's anybody coming in late, if you could give a nice thumbs up. It helps the algorithms, and YouTube has been kind of doing their purge thing again. I believe because my numbers are diminishing. So if you could make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate it. And also, if you could, if you like the content, please let your friends know that we're drawing, hanging out, having a good time, talking comic books. Wonder how many people are still on lockdown, or if most places have opened up. And also, like I was saying about Golden Apple, I think there's a shop, I can't remember the name now, in Mira Mesa, San Diego way, that got beat up pretty bad in the peaceful protest. So I'm not sure they have a GoFundMe, but I do believe that Golden Apple does a GoFundMe page. And I believe they were going to open this week. I think it's been delayed now. So they were on lockdown because of the pandemic, and then they were going to open this week, and then their shop got busted up from the peaceful protesting. And the mystery bricks. How did these mystery bricks get here? I don't know, but maybe we should throw them at these buildings. That's where the reporting should come in. They should know who's dropping those bricks off. I wonder if there's been any responsible journalists that have followed that storyline. That would be interesting. It turns out it's a construction company. It's all legit. They were actually going to build a wall or something. Just happens to be at the places where the peaceful protests are. It could happen. You never know. Okay. Just a few more details. Okay. It's a lot of work that goes into these suckers. But you guys are worth it. All right. Face, hair, I think a little bit more there and there. Face, hair, little bit there. Let's get some dry brush. Let's do some scrub brush. Okay, and then I got a little hatch, a little fill, a little Dr. Phil. Okay. All right. The most important thing, your signature. Always remember. Always remember. Most important signature. And work out a good signature, you guys. It's going to be your brand. All right. Getting sweaty hands. One more T. The one that you're not supposed to say. Don't say the last T out loud. I don't make the rules. The French do. Stupid French. If French food is so amazing, why aren't there more French restaurants? There's Italian restaurants all over. There's Mexican food restaurants. I actually like real French food. It's good. The sauces are excellent. There are some people that like British food, boiled everything, boiled meat, boiled. I don't know, man. Not a big fan. All right. Sweet. Clean out the brush. We got another one done. Well, very good, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging. Let me grab my glasses so I can see the chat. There we go. Sweet perfection. All right, you guys. So we got a couple of those down. You know what? I should put this back up so you guys have something to look at. All right. We've got all kinds of junk all over the place. I can't even get to my keyboard. All right, there we are. I'm back. I'm back for the attack. All right. Get Robin here. All right. What's up? Mid-80s hail. Art best artist in CG. Whoa, that is awesome. Woohoo! I like that. Hell art. Wait, oh, my wife left her phone in here. Hell art, yes. Excellent. Thank you, Pablo Romero. Sorry. Pablo Romero art. Thank you. You guys are the best. All right, man. So I think I got most of my my plugs. I'll go over them real quick. CHRONO NECHANICS is still in demand, you guys. It is still in demand. So please go check it out. If you like what you see, pick yourself up a book. The book will be shipping very, very soon. So if you buy a book now, you won't have very long to wait. But having said that, we are going to have to shut down some of the stretch goals once we get the book back from the printers. So hopefully we will have enough backers to get to that 45K, which we're just a stone's throw away now because we already ordered the patches. So it's just kind of a technicality now, but hopefully we'll get there before the books get back and before we start fulfilling, so we know for sure that you guys unlocked that stretch goal. And I probably shouldn't have told you any of those things, but I did. Everything's transparent. I hold nothing back. You guys know everything. So there's that. And yeah, so I got some file stuff to take care of. And once I do that, then that file is going to go to the printers today. Printer said 3 weeks. We have it in writing, 3 weeks. So you guys can possibly start getting your books within the month, your Chrono books. So that is very, very cool. Where's the red? Where is the red? That's a, wait a minute. Let me see. How did I do the red before? I forget how I did the red. How did I do the red? Did I do it with paint? Did I have a red marker? Because I have a red marker. I could possibly. I thought you guys said you didn't like the red. This thing is in bad shape. See if I got a red marker that's in good shape. This one is in worse shape. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, here we go. Here we go, Joe. All right, you guys wanted the best. You got the best. The hottest band in the land, me. Okay, so we had a red outline. So let's get the red outline in here. Thanks for reminding me. And I think we did a little bit of blood on her lip. So I'll have to check that. Okay. The key is to vary the line weights and break them every once in a while. So let me figure out how to do this lip, this bloody lip. Sorry about that. Now she looks naughty. She's naughty. I want to suck your blood. Okay. So am I done now? Okay. So we got the blood. The blood, honey, is done. I found my red marker too. Buried. It was buried. All right. So outline the lip with red marker. No. Is the little blood enough? I think it'd look weird if I did the whole lip. I think it looks good the way it is. Yeah, I don't feel like messing it up. Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. So we were talking, what were we talking? We were talking about Chrono Mechanics. Yes. So yeah, so we're gonna have to close out some of the stretch goals, especially the drawing one, the golden ticket, because it's just going to be weird with the numbers, and we only printed so many books, and we only have so many stretch goal, things that we've printed up and made. So we can't keep them open. So we're going to have to close some of those, and Pamela and I are going to have to figure out what those are. But I'm pretty sure at this point it's going to be the golden ticket or the golden time card. So if you guys want to get a golden time card, or at least potentially get a golden time card, is 1 out of every 10 backers is going to get one. You trade it in, you fill it out, you send it to me, and I'll do a drawing live on the show for you guys, a Chrono character. So it'd be a lot of fun, but you got to back the book now if you want to be, in the running for that, to potentially get one of the time cards. Because it'll get nutty. It's going to get nutty, out of control. Nutty, out of control. And so then also we have the Black and White Volume 2 campaign that's going to launch in probably a week, if not sooner. I'm working on trying to finish up the colors with Kyle right now. I got the rough in, or not the rough, but a version of it. So I got some notes. I'm going to send him out, see what he thinks of the notes, and then we'll finish it up and get the campaign up, because I think that's the only thing lacking right now. We might have a few things to polish up as far as actually putting the campaign together, but pretty much the bones of it are done. So yeah, so if you want to get to be the first to be notified for early bird specials for the Black and White campaign, the Second Chance Volume 1 campaign, which is this book here. So this is the Grey Capullo variant, which we're going to have offered as well. And they're all going to be signed too. So you're going to get my signature, Pamela's signature, and Taylor Grasso's signature on these books as well. So we signed all the ones we have here. So you'll get those. We have 500, I think, of the main cover, and we have 200 of the variant, the Grey Capullo ones. So they are going to be limited. And like I said, if you sign up for the pre-launch, then you'll get the early bird special notifications, which means, because the early birds sell out quickly, and if you don't know what the early bird are, it's usually a tier or two that has discounted prices or a special one-of-a-kind item that's only featured in the early bird. And those things usually sell out within the first couple hours. So you'll have access to that first, and you'll have, if you back a tier, you'll get that free trading card drawn by Zach Bradley, the great Zach Bradley. Yes, and it's the 25th anniversary commemorative card. So it's going to be a big deal. So yes, go sign up, you guys. We got a ton of names. You guys are so cool, but there's always room for more. Yeah, this party is not limited. We're going to have as many people and invite as many people as we can. So yeah, go there if you haven't. Sign up and get that free trading card. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. It really does help me get things done and be social, these drawing streams. And also, if there's somebody coming in late, go back to the beginning, because I I pretty much spoil alert the entire story. I just kind of scroll through it all 60 pages really, really quick. So I think Spirits Car said rename the stream. So I may rename the stream to the spoiler stream. Or I think it would be like Chrono Mechanics spoiler stream. So I'll do that as soon as I check out of here. So you guys enjoy your day. Don't be throwing any bricks. Be cool to your friends, your neighbors. We need to spread some fun, some joy, have things to look forward to. I know it's pretty bleak out there. Trust me. Sometimes I don't realize how much this is effing my head up, and until you snap yourself out of it. And you guys are big help, man. Doing these things live, hanging out with you guys really, really does help. So be cool to your friends, your family, and we will see you, I believe, tomorrow. What did he say? What did Skit say? He said 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. We are going to be promoting Skits. The new comic book is launching tomorrow. So you guys make sure you stay tuned. I think he said brunch. And then I tried to figure out what the hell time brunch is. So sometime after lunch. I think is brunch, or is it before lunch? See, I don't know. I think it's before lunch. So it's between lunch It's between breakfast and lunch. So what would that be, like 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that. Anyway, I'm being stupid. So you guys enjoy. Thanks for hanging. Talk to you soon. Take care.